Hey, this is Lady Flancelot, and I am going to show you guys how to make rice, because this is one of the first things you got to learn how to do if you are meal planning and you the kids are out of school. And you know what? Your kids are out of school, my kids are out of school, everybody's kids are out of school, and none of these people are teaching children how to cook. There's no home economics classes anymore, so I am going to show you how to make rice. Just plain old white rice. It's long grain rice. I like Rosa Rico. It's Puerto Rican rice. Why do I like it? Because it can come in the large bags, and it is the most cost effective and efficient for me. First, thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take and you're gonna trim your onion. You want a red onion, white onion, any kind of onion. Trim it. Second thing you're gonna do is put some oil in your pan. Turn it on 4. Hold on. Turn it on 4. Then you're gonna take your onion and put it in your pan. Get all of the rice off of your spoon or whatever type of, here, put that in the trash, whatever type of implement, you know what I'm talking about, whatever type of implement you're using. You can cut these as thin as you want or as thick as you want. It's better for thin. And then, okay, you're gonna use some chicken broth. You can use chicken broth instead of salt if you like. Depending on how much chicken broth I use, which is per cup, I use a teaspoon per one of these cups. This is my standard measuring cup for rice. One of these, 2 cups of water. Turn the hot water on, and you're gonna put that in there. Let those onions caramelize. This is an electric stove, and it's on 4 right now. You're gonna need a big container for this, so we have 2. This is not a full cup of water either. So I got my daughter helping me cook. So this is what we're doing. We're watching. This is what kind of manteca? It's large. Okay, but you got to put it in something. Okay, put that down and get me another cup or a bowl of water and put it in the microwave. Turn it on for a minute. You will know that your oil is ready and your onion is ready because it'll start popping. I don't know how to explain it, but it will start popping. Can you hear it? It'll start popping. It'll start doing a real interesting type of thing. Put it in a paper plate. And you're gonna, you hear that? You're gonna distribute I want you to take your hand and pull all that rice out. Okay. I'm gonna do this with my other hand. My other hand, because I got 2 hands. I am one of those people that can use 2 implements to cook everything. I I'm just like that. Okay, so we're waiting. We're listening. We've put the chicken bouillon in there. Yep, put the chicken bouillon in there. Here, pull this out. And if you want to make yellow rice, you're going to use one packet of this, if you want to. I'm not making yellow rice today. I'm just making basic rice. Bitches need help. They need help. They don't know how to cook. They only know how to go to McDonald's. They only know how to dollar menu at McDonald's. So at 4, we're going to turn that up to 6, 7. Your stove is different than my stove. I cook rice enough where I know what it sounds like. I know what it's supposed to sound like. So I can't even help you on that one. I don't even know what to say. So while this is getting ready to make the noise, listen, I got mad one day. So that's why this thing is not circular. I got mad one day. To hell with it. Okay. So you got onions. These are red onions. They're purple, but they're red. Why are they shaped like that when I put them away? They stay for weeks on end if you wrap them like that. This is almost 2 months old. Is it just? Yeah, this one is almost 2 months old. You wrap them like this, they will stay. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know, but they will stay. This is how they are wrapped. Wrap them real tight around the bottom. Push it down like this. Wrap it real tight. Get a real good seal on it, and put it back in the refrigerator. Can you put this back in the refrigerator? Wrap it just like this. Remember what I said. Wrap it just like this. Thank you, son. And put them in there. They don't stink up your refrigerator. And can I have some of your Sprite? I just want to sip. Open it up and pour me some in a not over top of the floor. Oh, let's listen. Okay. All right, Nyla. Water. Let's go. Water. That's enough, son. Dump it. Don't be scared. Dump it. And the other one. There we go. All right. Go wash them. Now. Thanks, son. Put some crushed ice in here, please. Quickly. You get your melamine cook spoon. I have a pot, right? And my pot that I use, I know if I put 2 cups of rice in it, 4 cups of that same measure water, it gets right up to here. On my pot that I make rice all the time, I have a line on it. And this is the line where every time I make rice, it comes, and that is what I use to measure it. I work off of coincidence and happenstance. I'm not really a measurer. I'm not. I was thirsty. They didn't close everything. I am here suffering with y'all. I'm not suffering. I take that back. I'm not suffering. I do enjoy time with my children. Nyla, come here. We're going to put pepper in here. This is the pepper I use. There is a rebate on this, so there's a rebate on this. How much pepper do we use? No, nobody knows. Keep going. Keep going. And that's enough. How much pepper do we use? Well, how much pepper we use is determined on when it covers the whole top surface of the water and onion mixture and rice mixture. And we hear it beginning to bubble and do its thing. Stir. Time to stir. If your rice water mixture isn't chicken broth colored flavored, you are going to have to add salt to it. I have to add something to my mix here. I'll tell you in a second. Parsley. Where is my parsley? I'm looking for parsley. That's what I'm looking for right now. Looking for parsley. I don't see my parsley. Oh, there it is. Parsley flakes. Here's my parsley flakes. So, hey, pull that open. I'm gonna let you hold it so you can pull it open. It's beginning to make noise now. Put that in the trash. What I need you to do is take your hand and put parsley flakes. In my hand. Okay, well we put it in his hand. All right, that's enough. Okay, so this right here in your hand is about a tablespoon. You shouldn't lose your hands. So if you want salt, a tablespoon of salt. If you want a measure that's going to be accurate all the time, here is your hand. Hi, how you doing? Tablespoon right there. If you put sugar, that's a tablespoon. If you put salt, that's a tablespoon. It's always going to be the same. So here's your parsley in here. It gives the rice a really nice color. Smells good. Put your parsley back together. Close it up. Close it up. Make sure it's tight and sealed because you don't want anything in there. Put it in your cabinet. If you like to get a little jiggy with it, you can also put some chives in your rice. I don't feel like doing it, and I have fresh chives. I just don't feel like putting it in there right now. If you don't have parsley, you can use cilantro. Not the seeds, because these are called coriander, but you can put cilantro, chopped up cilantro in there. Do I have cilantro? I usually have cilantro. Yep, I have cilantro. You can put cilantro in there. And you see, cilantro is the fancy cousin of parsley. So it will grow in the winter. It doesn't give you a problem. It's easy to grow. Okay, so now I know, because this should have splashed on me already, or tried to splash me already. So that's why my kids don't like to cook. I can feel that the rice is 4 puffs of your inhaler immediately. Let's go. I can feel that the rice is opening up and taking in the flavor of this parsley. I can just tell because I cook rice a lot. It's taken in the flavor of the onions, and it's also taken in the flavor of the chicken broth. That chicken broth is what I use. It does have MSG in it, and I am looking for a substitute because I don't want to have MSG. MSG will drive your blood pressure up. Out here in the rural, as I call it, we have water softeners. Water softeners are a fancy way of saying we have to put salt in our water to make it. I don't know. I'm from a place where hard water is, and I don't recall using soft water. Water softeners. I don't know what it's for, but people use water softeners out here. That's why we have filters. If you move to a place where you use a water softener, your blood pressure will creep up. So watch out. All right. Get out of my freezer. Okay. We're going to stop it from boiling a couple times. Hey, I need a lid. I'm going to need a lid. I'm going to need a lid. Right there. You need to do something with that lid. What? You tell me. So, since you have the freeze-dried parsley in here, it's gonna open up, and you're gonna be able to smell it. You're gonna be able to smell it, and it's a really nice smell. Once you realize, and once you get used to cooking like this, turn on your fan. Let all the husbands that are home with their can't do shit wives. Not yet. Dry that out. Can't do shit wives smell your good smells coming up out of your house, because it's going to smell similar every time you cook. It's going to smell similar because you're going to use the same type of ingredients. You're going to use ingredients so you don't have to use as much salt. If you want to put salt in here, you're going to take your salt or your whatever kind of salt you like. To me, I don't even taste the difference anymore, because we actually, the only reason why that one is so low or still has so much salt in it is because that grinder is not broken real good. It takes a long time to. Okay, so when the rice starts doing this little thing here, I don't even know how to explain this. The rice will start migrating, like little white rice grains will start migrating to the top, and they'll start going over here, start going to the left. They start looking like Pac-Man to me. I'm old school. Start looking like Pac-Man. It's almost time to put the lid on it and turn your dial down to 1 and crack. You know, don't have a tight seal on your pot. But you gotta wait till more of them start doing that. You'll be able to see the rice. It's not there yet. You'll be able to see like the rest of the rice hanging around, like right there, a centimeter down. Oh, there we go. Look, see all the rice hanging down on the side right there? And it'll start sounding like that. Pop, 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 pop. Yeah. And you'll be able to see it start, the rice grains will start expanding, swelling, pulling in the water. And you'll begin to, like when you make a pancake, you get this particular pattern and formation. You'll start getting the same bubble pattern down in the rice itself. See, there's a bubble, there's a bubble, there's a bubble, there's a bubble. And if you could stick a toothpick down in those particular bubbles, it'd be a tunnel. It'll tunnel. Yeah, that's what it's called. It'll be a tunnel. and it'll start looking real solid. You see? Look. Start looking real solid. And that means a little bit more. I need a butter. For real butter, not no fake butter. For real butter. Okay, let's watch it. Here, hold this for a second. Hold it right like that. Just hold it. There is hardly any water left in here. Hardly any water left in here. And what you do, take it, and you can see the bottom. It's still got a little bit of water down there. It's not burnt, it's not stuck, it's not hard to turn. Put your pat of butter in there. You're gonna turn, you hear it? It was sizzling. So that means it's time to turn it off, turn it on to 1. Put it on 1. Hey. If you put it on 1, put that piece of butter in there. Put your lid on there. Make sure your lid has a little bit of ventilation, right? And put it on low or 1. If you, depending on how you like your rice, if you like it a little gummy, if you like it a little hard, if you, whatever the texture that you are comfortable with the rice, you'll begin to start recognizing how to do it. You're gonna leave it cracked. Can even do like that. And it's gonna take the water, the rest of the water, it's gonna suck it up, and it's gonna be perfect. Because you do this all the time. You use the same thing, you use the same type of rice, you do the same process, use the same pot, use the same salt, let's see, salted or non-salted butter. Here, put that back. Use the same things all the time, and you're going to get a consistent result. Now, what are we going to have with the rice? That's the next video. Okay, so we're going to let this rice go for a while. I'm going to finish making my sweet tea, and that is Lady Plants a Lot signing out. This is a Google Pixel 4 XL. I love this phone. I really do. And we are going to talk to you in a minute. Get ready for your tea. Let's see. We're going to make black cocoa, orange pico tea. I'll make this tea, sweet tea, Southern style. And while we wait on that, we're going to make the tea so we have something to drink, and that's going to be that. Maybe you need a lemon or a Persian lime or something like that. Whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter. All right, Lady Plant signing off. Bye bye.